Okay. It's, like I said, you move your arms, you move your legs, and then you hope this part gets healthy. With what we just did, we moved our midsection, we moved this part of our body. You know, we did a little bit of stretching in directions that normally you don't do. That's what's going to give you some benefit from the exercises. Balance, you know, I can just show you specific exercises for balance, but as we keep doing these, you'll start to see how everything's all about your balance. Everything's all about everything, because it's all connected. There's a connection. Wish they had a blackboard in here. Triangle. You got the top, two sides, right? A lot of things we do, there's that triangle, three things in it. With martial arts, there's a way of looking at it. The top one is what you think. The bottom one is what you do. The other bottom one is what you eat. Everybody knows there's strength in a triangle. For architecture and structures, that's strong because of the triangle shape. That's why it's so strong. If your thinking is pretty good and solid, you got a lot of positive things going on in your life, that's good. If you do some physical activity, that's good. That third thing, that what you eat, can be a little bit bad. But those two other things can offset that one bad thing. Now, you can have a great diet and a great outlook, but you never exercise. You know people that are like that. They're healthy. They stay healthy because it's what they think that's affecting their body and the organs. Okay, you get another person who does good diet, good exercise, but very negative thought. A lot of things going on upstairs that make them not comfortable. Still, they're going to be healthy up to a point. But when that triangle really comes into focus, as we keep getting older and older, we can't have each one of them taking up the slack for the other ones. Each one's got to be holding its own. So our food, whatever we eat, turns to be either poison or medicine. You can only exercise so much. If you're eating chocolate and drinking soda all day, you exercise all you want, sooner or later it's going to catch up to you. If you just think the world's great and everything's happy, well, that's only going to get you so far, because your body still needs to stay healthy. So what I do, I don't focus a lot on the diet. That's kind of up to you. Figure out how to maintain a balanced diet. But I try to focus on the exercises, which is what you do, and then what you think. The way I focus on what you think is by giving you these type of things to talk about and think about to give you a distraction from other things. When we were doing these exercises, weren't you thinking in your head a little dialogue? Like, what's he talking about? What's he trying to make us do? Is this going to work? You know, you get that inner dialogue going, which is separate from what you think of when you walk out the door and go on to your next task. That dialogue can be either good or it can be bad. When it's here, it's usually pretty good. When we walk out, we start thinking about money. It's like, I gotta pay the bills. You start thinking about the weather. It's like, am I cold? Am I hot? That's the cycle. What do we do with our money? What do we do with our health? What do we do with the weather? And think about it throughout the day. We think about it 100 times, 1,000 times. You do this for an hour, it gives you a little break from that. So, does this all make sense? I try to speak kind of practically and mechanically, because if you think about it, that makes perfect sense to me. So, did you have a question? Nope? Anybody else? So what we're going to do with this class, if you liked this and you enjoyed it and you think it's something you can benefit from, then I ask you to pay $8 for the class. If you don't think you're ever going to do it again, it's not going to benefit you, then don't pay. If you put money in, then take it back out. Because I want you to be doing it as an exchange. I'm giving my time and my experience of what I've learned, and hopefully you're absorbing that to do something with it that's going to help you. So it's a fair exchange. About this many. I usually like to have 10, because then it's worth the time to come out and do it. And there's an energy when there's a certain amount of people in the classroom too. If we get about 10 people, everybody's like, got a good group, let's do it. And you feel good. If it's always the same 1 or 2 people, everybody kind of, their attitude sinks for the couple minutes, like, who else is going to show up? I hope there's more people. Because it's always more exciting. More people ask questions, more people think about what we're doing. It's better to have about 10 people or more. So far, this is kind of a trial. You all know who Anissa is, right? The woman that came in the blonde-haired woman, you all know her. She was my contact. I teach another class in Winter Park that I was talking about, and somebody came to that class that is a group member over here for therapy, and he made the connection. So our plan was to do 2 classes this year. The next one will be 2 weeks from today. You can all come to that again, try it. We'll do some of the same things, probably a little bit different too. If other people come and there's enough of an interest, we'll try to get it on the calendar for next year, come January. Yeah. I need to talk to her after this. Let her know I'll let her know what you guys said, that you like it and you want to do it, or you don't think it's going to help. I guarantee it'll make you feel better, but I can't guarantee, you know what I mean? I can't say that, but I know it, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can give you a calendar and the address if you're interested in doing that. That could be in addition to this or in place of it, but if we do it here, I would be focusing more on what you all need for these exercises. Whereas my other group, we still do these type of exercises, but it might be a little more general because they all have different ailments. And the youngest person there is probably 60, the oldest is probably 82, 83, somewhere around there. So I'm a little more general with what I'm, explaining or doing with everybody. Same type of exercises.
And where are you doing that?
Winter Park Presbyterian Church. It's on Lakemont Avenue, next to the fire station. They got a huge facility there, and they have a big room that I do the classes in the fellowship hall. Mondays and Fridays, just like today, 11:30 to 12:30. If we do this class, and if this time works out, I would do that class and then drive over here, do them, consecutively. So this would go from 1:30 to 2:30. So we could have started probably about a half hour earlier today just because I was out there and I didn't know who everybody was. We were waiting for people to still show up and so forth. But once, we set a time, if it's at 1:30, be here at 1:30, a little bit before we'll get started. I got some information there I'll give you for everything else too. Okay? I got that. I got a website that I've been putting these videos up there. Part of it is a pay site. I have to support myself and my family too. But another part of it is I just put videos up that explain things that I'm talking about so that you can get more acquainted with what these exercises can do for you. It's similar to the class. You could do say you missed this class and you wanted to go to the next one, and I put a video up there, it would be $10 for a 2-day opportunity to see it. So if you don't do the class tonight because you're busy or whatever, you can still do it tomorrow. Yeah, so you have to have a big screen TV or something that you feel comfortable in watching it. But it would basically be, just like we're doing it here with you standing behind me and you trying to follow along. I explain a lot. I don't know if you all picked up on that. I explain a lot of details, and if you ask me, there's even more details usually. So my videos, I try to explain things as we're doing it. It's not just me standing there. But that's something you might want to pursue if you like what I'm doing with this. So at the end of every class, we do something positive and motivational for you. We clap because you did something for yourself, came out for an hour, listen to my presentation of what we do, and hopefully you get something from it. So we clap. And that gets a smile on your face, gets the blood moving, it kind of breaks the ice instead of saying, okay, get out of here. So let me turn this thing off.